Daddy. You know that thing there?
Yeah.
When I was
I
over,
still can't do it.
can you do it?
Nah.
Fuck. One of my mates, Rolfie's got big fucking fingers like this. His sound like cracking a whip every time he does it. No, when I was over in America traveling with the rednecks, like over in those motocross events, you know they have dip. You know what dip is?
No.
It's like chewing tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
They actually, that's how they pack their tins. They hold the tin like that and swing their finger and go like that. So when they take the lid off, it's not falling out.
Oh, okay.
So I noticed that when I was over there and I was like, is that where that comes from? It just used to, we used to do it in high school and shit all the time, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
We used to do that shit in high school all the time, like when we were laughing or whatever.
Is that for you clicking?
Hey, bud, you got a ghost in your house,
I'm
cunt.
fucking hearing things now. Yeah, clicks are spinning me out.
Got
No,
him
Buddy
spinning.
still goes on about that. Every time he's like,
yeah.
oh, you're in Cuphead, bud. Oh. And he tries to do his little thing.
We used to just, I don't know, it's just one thing you do in high school, but that was when I was overseas. Been doing it for years and I noticed, is that what it's
That's
fucking,
the origins.
That's the practical thing of doing it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know if that's what it is, but that's how they pack their tins. You'll see them there going like that, the rednecks, and they're
You
whacking
get into
down.
any of that chewing tobacco? and
Yeah,
shit?
I gave it a crack when I was over there. Yeah, you just get like they have ones that are in pouches. Well, sometimes they don't have pouches. They just grab it like a big handful, stick it in their lip there like that,
Yeah.
and just give you like a bit of a buzz.
sec.
Eh? Yeah, give you a bit of a head buzz. Oh, look at haunted,
Haunted mansion.
haunted mansion. But yeah, I don't know. That's just a little random thing of fucking. I don't even know. Yeah,
The old haunted mansion at the show.
yeah. Oh, when
Did you
you
ever go on them?
me and my mate got in heaps of shit for going. You know the little one that's a little train.
Yeah.
You hop on a little, it's like a little fucking go-kart thing that goes through the haunted mansion. You just sit on it and crazy things. Me and a mate hopped off it and just started walking around. But then the show fella got fucking right up us. Like
The showies
showy
fucking-
revved
they
the
fire
fuck
up
out us.
too,
Yeah,
eh?
he was like, you fucking idiots, that's electrical. That's an alive fucking circuit. You could fucking, like just went off at us. Yeah, we're just trying to be young dickheads.
Yeah.
The show, yeah.
Like, you don't want to piss them showies off.
Yeah, rough looking
They'll
cunts,
go,
eh?
yeah, I
Yeah,
reckon.
proper.
And they got no
Roughheads.
teeth to lose, so they'll fucking, they're not scared to get into
They already got black eyes.
They're not scared to get in the dust up.
Yeah, fucking hell. They've been there. They've been there before, for sure.
I wonder what that life would be like, just traveling around.
And this has had a show on ABC the other day. Oh, on telly called You Can't Ask That. You ever seen that? No. Some random show, but they were interviewing showies. And they were literally like just carnies, like talking about their lifestyle. And some of them are like fucking, some of them like doing well, real nice fucking caravans and shit. Yeah.
They'd have some interesting fucking stories.
It'd be hard. Like, it'd be hard with kids, man.
Yeah.
Like the hard life, just non-stop
But
traveling.
imagine like in your early, like as soon as you finish school, like early 20s.
straight
and
into
that
it.
too.
Travel around, see a
Be
lot of the
showy for
countryside.
fucking 10 years or something.
See a lot of the countryside and that. See what you like, where your favourite places in Australia, then pull up stumps, you know. But I was looking at it when because I lived near the showgrounds. We were driving past it or waiting at the lights or something. I could see him packing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a lot of work. Like packing
Fucking
everything
oath.
up,
And they do it in like
jump on
so
the road,
quick.
drive to the next place, unpack it,
Yeah.
set it all up again. Like fucking lot going on, eh? But yeah. Oh, wait, going back to that. What's some other little random shit? Like, you know how there's just little random things you did at fucking school? Do you remember when people put their eyelids inside out?
Yeah, what the? Can you do that?
Nah, but I was always peeked out by that one.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And, like-
I feel like the people who did that in school were always a specific type. Hey, like the little
The special cunts down the
Darrow
back.
kids.
For real, eh? For real. Yeah, fucking
Sitting there
hell.
with their fucking
Yeah.
things.
The cunts who ended up on Centrelink or the cunts who put their eyes inside out? No.
The people who were real good at the Undertaker, like just rolling your eyes, rolling your eyes back. Say they're just all white.
Could you move your ears too? You know that thing where you move your ears? Or flare your nostrils?
like
Could you-
alfalfa off Little Rascals?
I know you can flare your cheeks, but can you flare your nostrils? Yeah. I think I can, yeah.
And flare my nostrils. That's about it. You're doing your mouth too.
I'll double flare. No, you know how there's just always weird shit that you fucking come up with at school?
How
Like
do
one
people figure it out too?
blowing a bubble off your tongue. Anthony Mundine used to do it.
Or like even
it
just a
was.
little fucking. Did he?
Yeah, because my cousin could do it. He taught me how to do it. I don't want to do it. It's a bit gross, but you can blow a bubble off your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Make a
I
little
know
bubble
what you're talking about.
And he's like, my cousin's like, yeah, I've seen Anthony Mundine do it. And I just thought, fuck, I want to learn that. Just fuck around. He learned it and then taught me how to do
What
it.
a fucking weird
It's a
thing.
weird
to
thing.
learn,
Yeah.
Nah,
shit
just
you
the
do
little
when
like
you're-
arm wedgies and that.
Oh, the
like
arm
little
wedgies.
fucking-
Yeah, that was a
That
classic.
took me ages to learn too, but
Oh, fuck,
cunts who
I've
can
done that.
burp on cue.
Burp.
you know?
Oh, we had one fella, rest in peace. He passed away. He's a fucking legend, man. We went to school with PK, Peter Collin. He could fart on cue. Literally,
True.
he could fight. He was
Just
the
that
funniest
just that
cunt.
gassy. Yeah,
He was funny as fuck, man. Yeah, real good sportsman, one of them sort of
Yeah.
cunts. And he could just, I don't know how he did it.
Full
He could just
ripped cheeks,
Suck,
like-
he'd suck in air through his dinner somehow. And then I remember us daring him to go fart on the teacher, and he did. Like, got up and then walked over and bent over and
Get in trouble?
Like, it was just, not really. The state high school we went to, you could get away with anything. It was wild.
People
yeah.
who like burp the alphabet and that.
You could burp. That's another one. Like just
Random
some of that
shit like
random
that
shit you
kids
do in
do,
school. Like you see one person doing it, and you're like, I want to learn that. We used to get those little bushes. I don't know what they were like. Fucking, they're like a little weed or something. And if you throw them at people's shirts, it sticks to them.
Oh yeah.
And then you
yeah.
get the other one that you pull off, and it's like a little thorny bush. And if you whip people with it, it leaves a big rash. There.
Wait, did
Yeah,
you
some
ever
of that
play the
shit.
game where you're fucking with the coins? Where you flick them and knuckles?
Yeah,
you put
yeah.
your knuckles. And what
And
was
then
it? I
shoot
can't
it.
fully remember. And
So
if
you
you
had to-
moved your knuckles, you got fucking.
Well, the one we did, you get a coin, and you flick it like that, and it has to spin.
Yeah.
And then you got to continue flicking it. You got to add a flick to it, and the person who flicked it,
That's right. Whoever
dropped
fucked
it,
up. Yeah. So I
then-
flick it, you flick it,
then
I
you
flick it.
then you put your knuckles like that.
And you get to just fucking whip it,
Yeah,
like
whip
flick,
it as hard.
fling it.
Other,
at
other
it.
one was
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See who's
that
got
one.
better
Well, that was.
reflexes,
And
yeah.
another one back in the day in primary school was Mercy. You ever play that? No. You had to hold each other's hands and just crumple each other's hands. Well, I think it was one hand or two hands. You had to hold each other. This is going back.
Like an
young.
arm wrestle, but front on.
but forwards like
this.
that, and just
True.
crumple each other's hands. First person to give up, be like,
Little thumb wrestles and
like
that.
mate, thumb wrestle. You cheat by using your pointer finger.
Did you ever like just do this till it like fucked up, like it burnt?
Nah, but we used to get them seeds. You know, them little seed things.
Yeah.
them seed pods, and put them on the concrete and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
then
Heat
they
them
burn
up.
cunts?
Heat them up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then-
Smileys and that. with the
Smiley.
fucking-
That's another fucking.
I know you used to do it with the actual lighter. We
The
spoke
lighter.
about that.
Yeah,
Burning cunts'
burns
heels. And that.
Yeah. I need to try find some old footage
Yeah,
of that. 'cause
Smileys.
that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I remember fucking just like I think I still got a little.
You do ever the
mark
gammon
there,
like scratch yourself up and get a
You
pen
just
and
do
try.
it till it's like real hot.
Oh yeah.
You
Fuck
just
yeah.
keep going and like fucks up your skin.
We used to fucking light each other's hair on fire with the old lighter too. That was a bit cringe. Yeah, it just
Didn't it
stinks.
just singe though.
and it just stinks the whole fucking thing out. When people went looking, light it on fire. Yeah. It was fucking funny. Yeah, all those little ticks and shit you did. Eh?
Like, could you imagine going back
Random
to
habits.
like doing all your school again, but knowing like being now, knowing what you know, but being a kid, like not being like Billy Madison where you're a fucking grown man sitting in class,
Back to
being being an actual kid, but being how you
my
are
grown-ups
now.
knowledge. Oh, I don't.
How fucking good would that?
You'd,
be? Oh,
you'd
maybe
stand
it
out.
wouldn't.
You'd stand out like a sore thumb, mate. Like the teachers would be onto it.
Maybe
Teachers
it
would be
wouldn't be as fun because you don't have that. Like they'd be trying to play games like that, and I'd be like, "Fuck off!"
Yeah,
cunt.
you'd be like fucking
'Cause you don't
immature,
have
little
that kid
frick.
brain.
I mean, the teachers would be onto you. The teachers would be like, "This cunt, he's an old soul."
Yeah, I'd probably get on with a lot more teachers.
Yeah, you would,
than
yeah.
I did
Fuck.
back then.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Some of the shit we did, eh? Oh, we used to
Remember,
fucking-
like not having fucking aircon in primary school and shit.
yep, fans. Remember people draw on the fans?
Just yeah,
Turn the
Little-
fan on, hop
and
up,
get
put a knicker
hypnotized
on
by it.
Yeah,
You know, how you'd always see the black knicker, and then it looked like
and do a little spiral. Yeah, we used to
Watching
do
that
so much shit, eh? In at our school there.
You
It was
reckon
fun.
you reckon hypnotism's real?
It's got to be, eh? It's got to be. I'm pretty sure because with them kinds of crowd interactions and that, people travel around and do.
I'm the opposite. I think the ones with the crowd interactions would be less believable because you could have your mate sitting in fucking row 3.
I just well,
and
I think,
who wants to get?
the only thing that's
you.
making me think about this is I remember Mum going to one out in Charters as a travel around, and someone she knew got called up and they hypnotised someone she knew. Something I was
might
too
have
young.
got paid
I
on
never
the
got to.
side before they
You never
went
know.
in
It
the
could
show.
happen. Yeah. Well, you reckon it's bullshit or not?
Don't know.
It's pretty crazy. If it's a real
People
thing.
who reckon, I think like I don't know, the hypnotism where they like fucking make them act like a duck and stuff like that's
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a bit outrageous.
But the ones how they reckon they
Quit smoking?
Yeah, quit people from smoking.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
pretty epic.
Quit people from smoking. You know,
those durries have had enough of them cunts.
what the fuck? You know, but like ones like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, what you can hypnotise a chook, eh? Seen that?
Make them act like a human. Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, legs crossed. Yeah, no, you can. You put your finger on.
Hypnotize people, they're going around like a chicken. And then a chicken starts going, oh, yes, so...
Have you seen the stocks today? Have you seen the price of the Aussie dollar? No, fucking, you put your finger on the ground and go like that forward 3 times. And and they just jam up. They go full frozen.
What do they do? But
I think they just freeze. It puts them to sleep.
That's not hypnotized. That's just sleeping.
Yeah, sleep. Yeah, true. Yeah,
Gee, no, I didn't know that.
I don't know, man. I reckon it's true. But
Yeah,
I'd have to see
There's
it.
got to be some fucking.
I'd have to see it like firsthand. I've seen. Remember they used to do it on the Footy Show or something? Didn't they do it on the Footy Show
Probably.
back in the day with Fatty and all them when the Footy Show was good? Fuck, Footy Show went downhill, eh?
Yeah.
But remember when it was actually good? How funny it fucking was.
Started like getting a bit more.
Yeah, it was
I
fucking.
suppose political correctness come into
Yeah.
things because Fatty and them back in the day they were pretty inappropriate.
They were loose,
and
eh?
like they'd make fun of poor old Mario and like just pull the piss out of everyone. And you look back at it, and it's like, oh, it was pretty mean.
Yeah, it
like
was,
some of the
eh?
shit they did and
Yep.
some of the skits and stuff. And
He
then it
copped
started
it, eh,
getting
that
a bit
Mario
more
cunt.
like,
He copped it. I mean, that Aaron Moylan would have come in and just ruined it, put everyone off it. We're like, nah, fuck this off.
But that would have been fucking hard for her. Like
Oh, yeah.
people were never going to like it. Whether she was good or not, I feel like she could have
Especially
been
that.
fucking good. But
Just-
people are always going to be like,
That was all the boys' culture back then, eh? It was pretty much all boys thing, so it would have been hard to sort of, crack into it. Yeah, fuck. The Matty John show, and that's funny now. Like, that's still pretty good, isn't it?
yeah, Matty John's fucking. I don't really watch much of the footy shows, but I like 360 and all that shit.
Yeah,
I
watch
just listen to podcasts. Like,
Yeah, listen
I
to some of the
literally
footy
just
podcasts.
listen to, if I want to get footy news or, anything, I just listen to podcasts now.
What's the footy ones to listen to? I don't really.
Listen to like Levels or listen to the Matty Johns one or
Yeah,
fucking-
okay. Yep.
A few other ones. There's like fucking Cast Patrol and a few other lads.
Nice, okay.
Like just lads like us talking,
Yeah.
but it's always good to hear from actual
The actual professionals, yeah.
ex-players and
I
stuff.
don't really listen to them that often, to be honest. I listen to, I don't think really podcasts I listen to.
Buy
these days.
Round is probably one of the best
It's
ones
like
getting around. I reckon.
the MMA. So when it comes to sports, it's
Yeah,
MMA, like the ones that go on Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
the actual MMA fighters. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love them, but yeah.
But yeah, I don't really get news from TV or
Yeah.
press or anything.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
reckon. I just fucking listen to podcasts now.
Yeah. Well, it's good. You can cut out the bullshit by
No
that.
fucking ads and shit.
And the one-sided argument that the news is always just, the news tells you half a story and most of the time it's just bullshit anyway. So you can get the real facts, But yeah.
Wait, me fumbling over my words there just before made me fucking think about, is there anything that you always struggle to say?
Oh, there would be, man. I'm a shit talker, eh? Like, I'm surprised I'm on a podcast because I'm fucking shocked. I always fuck my words up all the time. All the
Shit
time. Like,
talker who talks shit.
yeah, talk shit. Yeah, proper. No, talk shit, get hit. But I don't know. I just say words fucked all the time. Like, I join shit
Like
up.
me before. What
Yeah, I do that all the time, man, honestly. But words and some certain words. I don't know. What do you
Mine's
got?
probably differentiate.
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 Differentiate. Say it?
Differentiate.
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 You still say it fucked.
Differentiate.
Differentiate.
There's double F's. Differentiate.
That is a pretty hard word, actually.
Differentiate.
Differential.
I know it just sounds weird.
Yeah.
I fucking say.
Like one word that I said for years that I was saying wrong, but you could never really tell, and up until I was like a teenager, was Velcro. I thought it was Velcro, with a B,
Velcro.
like globe, but Velcro. Yeah. But I think it was one of those things. If I heard it or said it, you wouldn't be able to tell.
And you say it fast enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro. But then I think I seen it spelled, and I was like, Velcro.
Velcro. That's like chest. The kids,
Chest?
like kids at work, they always say like chest for chess. Like instead of chest. Oh, you want to play chest? And it's like, if you say it, it don't really sound that.
Yeah, we play chess there.
Play chest instead of chess. Play chest.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds the same.
I think sometimes I butcher the word especially. I think I fucked that word up sometimes.
Say it with an X.
Yeah,
X.
maybe especially. I don't know. I don't know what else. Or platinum.
Fucking hard talking sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I butcher my words all the time. But usually when I'm going to say shit as a sentence, I just join words up and I'm
Miss
bad for
words
that.
out.
Yeah, miss words out all the time. I'm bad for that shit. Oh, I can't think of any other words.
As long as you
other
get
than
your point across. Eh?
Yeah, that's it.
You fucking, like before, you fucking knew what I was saying.
Differentiate.
Differentiate.
Yeah, fuck.
Not that I say that word, fucking Eves, but I tried to say it the other day.
I can't even remember the last time I ever said that. Yeah, I don't use big words like that. My
I
missus,
tried to, but it looked like a dickhead.
my
when I-
missus is smart as fuck, like super smart. She always uses words. I'm like, what's that mean?
Yeah. I remember we had a maths teacher in school, same thing, like smart as fuck. Actually,
Yeah.
he was maths PE teacher. He was fucking one of the few teachers that I actually liked and
Yeah.
got on with.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like carried on with all these big words all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And it's like,
Well,
lad,
get to the point, bud.
like, lad, just talk
You're
normal.
doing, I know you're doing yourself because then you're doing yourself a fucking like a pain in the ass because then you got to explain it.
Especially talking to kids. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, no cunt knows what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any other little fucked up shit, eh? I'm not that good at talking.
One other, talking like, I was, had to do some retraining stuff or refresher shit at work the other day and learning about talking and a few different communication fucking skills and stuff like that. And we learned about Socratic questioning. You ever heard of that?
Socratic questioning. Oh, I'm guessing
Say
is that when you
Socratic.
ask? Is that when you're asking people and you want to get them to elaborate a bit more?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's like Socratic comes from Socrates. You know, Socrates, the
Oh,
old
okay, there
fucking
you go.
Greek
Yeah.
philosopher.
I didn't know that,
Apparently
but I
he,
just
so
assumption.
apparently he said, I can't teach you anything, but I can make you think.
Yeah, oh, I
Something
see.
like that.
Yeah,
So the
okay.
questions-
Is that why it's called Socratic questioning? Yeah.
So
yeah, fair enough.
it's like a question that makes you think and
Yep.
elaborate.
Yeah,
Pretty
okay.
much, yeah, elaborate on
Yeah,
what you,
yeah.
instead of, if I ask
Instead
you
of just
something-
closed questions like yes or no.
yeah,
It's
I ask you
designed-
something like,
Yeah.
what'd you buy from the shops?
Yeah, yeah. It's designed to.
Bought fucking a shirt.
Yeah, but it's designed
It's
to.
something like
It's
you
questions
say,
that's designed to get you to open up and talk. a bit
yeah,
more. Yeah, I get that.
Like,
Yep.
tell me more about that.
Yeah.
It's just random shit.
Yep.
And like, it's stuff that, especially at work, but in everyday life too, you do all the time.
Mm.
But it was actually interesting to sort of hear the breakdown of it and the background and why you do it and stuff like that.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know. It was fucking interesting. But that was one thing that sort of stuck in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Socratic. Because I hadn't heard the term before.
Yeah. I hadn't heard that
Surprised you
term.
knew what it was.
Well, I hadn't heard it. That was just a power of deduction, like the power of assumption. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had no. That was just a lucky guess. But yeah, right.
I thought that was fucking actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
Some of that psychology stuff's crazy, man. How they come up with that, like
Yeah.
the whole Freud and Sigmund fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty hectic, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty intelligent for their time too, man. Carl Jung, a lot of his stuff, deciphering dreams.
no.
That's a whole. I sort of went down that rabbit hole for a little bit there, but yeah, it's just like real deep psychology sort of shit, eh? Yeah, because I reckon dreams always mean something, right? You have a dream and it means something. And it's
I
like,
think so.
yeah, and it's like you basically, he had a book about it. I started reading. It was fucking heavy reading, but yeah, it's basically like there's no answer. There is not a book that's like a dream decipher because it's all comes down to the interpreter. Each person sees things different. Like you can't be like, oh, I'm dreaming that my teeth fell out. Or I'm dreaming of snakes. That means this.
yeah.
Because it's different to the individual.
Yeah,
So
right.
there's no actual deciphering dream book. You need to decipher it yourself. You know what I mean? And understand your own psychology.
Because
before you
I
can-
have definitely
Yeah.
looked that up. Like,
Yeah.
I've had a dream about something like a couple nights in a row. So I look up what does it mean when you're fucking.
Yeah, but I could have that dream of
Yeah.
something and have the exact same dream as you, but it'd mean two different things.
So I just
because
have to figure
different,
out.
We've had different life stories and we think differently.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's basically about teaching you to decipher your own dreams.
It's up to me to figure out
Yeah.
what it means.
It's pretty deep because I reckon some of those dreams do mean something too. Eh? Yeah.
I think fucking like
Dreams are crazy, eh?
dreams and like the deja vu for me is fucking crazy because
Yep.
it happens a lot. Where
Yeah. Yep.
I'm in a situation, then I'm like, I've literally dreamt about
And it
this.
feels so real, eh?
I dreamt about this fucking, might have been a couple months ago, but
Yep.
I've been in this exact situation and it's like, you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Deja vu's got to be one of the most like surreal feelings, eh?
It's fucking weird. It's
insane when you're
Every
just like,
single
this has
time
happened.
it happens. Like
has
I
happened,
never
yeah.
get used to when it happens, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
this is deja vu. Every time it makes me think, oh, fuck, I got special powers. you know?
Yeah. I'm a superhuman.
Like I just need to learn how to harness this.
yeah.
That's honestly what I've thought before. It's
feel
like,
that. I find synchronicities are like that too. Like I'm trying to think of an example. Do you know what like synchronicities are?
yeah.
Like where you you'll dream about something or you'll hear something and the next day you see that same thing. And it's hard to think of an example right now, but because I can't think of any
One
on top of my head,
thing that I'll bring up is like when I brought my car, like I never thought of getting a Honda. Never thought of buying one. Then fucking Lars convinced me to get one. Of course,
he loves them.
Filipinos love.
He loves them. He's that film.
But and then as soon as I bought one, I seen them everywhere.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
You know, sort of similar, where it's
Yep.
like until you think about it,
Yeah.
you don't. It's like they're everywhere, but you're not noticing.
Yep.
And then when you actually consciously look for something,
It's everywhere. Yeah.
But otherwise, you're just walking around blind. You're not taking notice.
Yeah,
And then
well-
it's like when you do.
Well, people use that, and that's kind of, this is deep, but it's hard to say. That's kind of like that little thought pattern there is sort of similar to what it was like coming out after my ayahuasca sort of trip, because it was like, there are beautiful things that you can see every day, all the time.
But you don't think
But you don't
twice.
focus on them, you don't notice
yeah.
on them. And if you use that thought pattern for, not the law of attraction or whatever, you don't need to get, but you know, if you use that sort of thought pattern of like, there's beauty in life, but you're not seeing it every day. Like, you ever see that experiment? I thought it was pretty cool. There's this dude played a fucking $3.5 million violin in the subway, busking, and he had like fucking 300 people walk past him, people not even stop, and kept them walking. That same dude played a sold out fucking arena in Boston.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? There's beauty in life every day. You just need to fucking notice it.
got to focus in. And I think we're getting a bit fucking deep. And
This is not casual as the deep as podcast.
This is definitely not casual. This is a bit philosophical here. But I feel like so many people in life walk around focusing on the negative.
Yeah, and then they see the negative. Then that comes to them.
But if you're
100%.
focusing on positive things or like you say, beautiful things that are everywhere, you'll notice them and then you'll take them.
Then you'll
in,
attract them,
you know?
and you'll start to know, 100%.
But if you're always negative, you're going to attract negative
100%.
shit.
It's hard, but because I reckon
Tony Robbins here.
Big G up talker, big pipe up. Nah, it's hard, but because most humans, I reckon humans are naturally negative. Like it's just natural.
I'm always whinging and talking negative. I think on last podcast, there's like.
But the older you get, the more grumpy and whiny you get. Yeah, that's how I'm getting too. The older you get, you just complain about everything.
The older you get, you don't tolerate bullshit as much.
Yeah, true. You just
that's for me. Like, because especially after kids and stuff, like, there's so many more important things that you need to focus on that it's like bullshit little things it annoys me more because it's like
I'm a sucker for it. I need to fucking kill it. I get worked up over little game and shit like that sometimes.
It's like
fuck it hell.
Because you should be a bit smarter, wiser, more controlled and stuff in your thinking and your actions. Now it's like when you do see them stupid actions or some dumb cunt, it's like, why are you fucking doing that?
Yeah, I know.
Just because you're sort of past that stage where you should be past that stage. But
I do find that like those synchronicities, like and the deja vu, the synchronicity, it's hard to. I wish I could have an example right now off the top of my head where you see something and the next day you see it as well. I reckon it's just a sign that everything's right. You know, everything's happening. You just got to keep. I feel like it's a
path that you're on the right path.
It's like an affirmation or reaffirmation that just keep doing what you're doing. You know, which is probably cliched or whatever say, but some of those moments you have and you're like, fuck, that's so real. You know? A
moment of realization.
I remember this is a bit cringe, and this is one from when I was a teenager, a bit cringe as it's in hindsight, but it was at the time it was mind blowing. As fucking when I played basketball, I loved basketball when I was a teenager. I wanted my number on my jersey was 23.
Yeah.
Because of the GOAT. Michael Jordan. And because I had that number 23, I just started seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
Used to see the 23. And then me and my mates would joke about it and they'd see it everywhere too.
Like Lost.
Yeah, like Lost. And then,
8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
100%, exactly. So we'd see that all the time. And then my mate rings me up on my Nokia 3315. This is like when I was like grade 10 or 11 in the middle of the night. And he's like, oi, bud, guess what? I'm up watching David Letterman. I'm like, what the fuck? This is random. He's like, oi, Jim Carrey's bringing out this movie where he sees the number 23 everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It was called the number 23.
I feel like 23 isn't like
it
seems like an important number to a lot of people.
It does, yeah. But it does, yeah. So
I used to always play 23 on roulette.
Oh yeah. But heaps of athletes, David Beckham, like heaps of fucking mad cunts on 23.
I feel like they all just follow
because of Jordan. Yeah.
Like Ronaldo, but I just remember 23 as well.
I think so, yeah. But at the time, I was just mind blown. I was like, what? Because we'd just been looking like one of those things that just shows up because we're looking for it subconsciously. But then Jim Carrey's bringing out a movie where he sees it. We're like, nah.
Did he do it?
There's a movie called The Number 23 where Jim Carrey sees it. It was all right. It was one of his serious roles. You know who does some of the movies and it wasn't. It was all right. Not the best.
Yeah, right.
On Jim Carrey standards.
Worth watching? No.
Give it a crack. Why not?
Wait, that's like when you see the same time every day for a few days.
11:11
That's
or
always a
whatever.
spin
Yeah,
out. It's
yeah.
like you just happen to pull your phone out.
You're like, what the fuck?
At 10:10 and then
What's
11:11.
the chances?
In the middle of the night, you fucking wake up at 3:12 every
Yeah.
morning or something.
Yeah.
3:12 to go to the toilet.
Yeah, and you're
and
like,
stuff.
and you're just like, are we in a fucking simulation, bud?
You see that same time, same numbers. It's
Fuck, we went to man, I don't even know how to explain this, but I went to the Seaview for a few beers with my old workmates the other day, and there was this one fella, and he was like a fucking GTA NPC, non-playable character. He was just off his head, man. I can't believe we were watching him.
But by himself.
By himself walking around. I can't believe the bar staff was still serving him. Like we were watching him. And he's walking around like two canoes. Literally walking around like this, and then just looking over at people and just staring at them. Like that, just staring. And then he put his
Staunch
head down.
cut, eh?
Yeah, it's like he was looking for he obviously had mental issues.
Yeah.
But we were just watching him and we are like, fuck, he's an NPC. And we lost it. He's like, he's a GTA character.
Wait, have you seen them lads that walk around reenact it? And
they
do that?
nail it. They nail it, eh, bud? Yeah.
And they're like, fighting. But the walk, how they like jump and run into the walls.
Even
and
the
shit.
camera following them. And the way the camera moves.
yeah.
There's a lot in
so
it.
fucking
There's
good.
a lot in it.
Yeah.
They've done well, eh? That's fucking a lot of little attention
So
to detail.
you seen one of them, eh? Imagine he was doing that as a G-up. Just
Fuck,
like
it was funny. I know.
moving.
Yeah, we were laughing. We were just like, is he? Because we were a crew of us, like, I don't know, 10 of us playing pool or something. And he kept on looking over at us. And we're like, is this cunt trying to start with us or something? This is hilarious. And he had a hat on with a tag still hanging off the top. And we're like, this poor fella's snag short of the Barbie.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I feel like a lot of people are quick to just like, they'd probably snap him, what's this cunt doing?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
go flog him. But it's like,
no, you gotta
he's
understand.
clearly got some issues.
Some issues, yeah.
So
Fucking oath.
leave him.
Leave him go, eh? Just laugh at it.
GTA, eh?
Just,
Fuck.
yeah.
I remember borrowing my cousin's fucking PlayStation 2 back in the day because we never had anything. We just
Yeah.
had Super Nintendo.
PlayStation 2, what are
I
you on,
spoke
Vice
about
City?
this
Vice
actually
City or-
on the swear jar with my
yeah,
cousin
yeah,
and
them
that.
boys, yeah.
And I told him how I remember borrowing their PlayStation.
Hey, kind of, yeah.
And GTA 3.
GTA 3 Liberty City.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Where
I
it
remember
wasn't
that
even
one.
like...
That's
you
New
couldn't-
York, eh?
Yeah.
It's a
You
New York
couldn't
one.
get into... Like, it was pretty shit now. Like,
Yep.
the more they went on,
Fuck, they got
you'd
good.
go back to them and it's
I'll put
like,
some serious hours into Vice City, but I'll put some serious hours into San Andreas.
San Andreas.
That's the best game. My most
San
played
Andreas,
game.
and then was it number 5 or 4?
GTA
The one where
5.
there was 3 different players.
5, yeah, GTA 5, yeah. That's on one of the
They were
new
probably
ones.
the 2 I spent most playing.
then
GTA
Red Dead.
3, San Andreas, and then 5.
I reckon San Andreas is my most played video game of all time, probably. And then I used to play like a lot of other old school, like Tekken. Used to put some hours into Tekken.
yeah.
But the most recent video game, that Red Dead 2.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, it's good, eh? Yeah, it's like
Do
pretty
you have
much
a
GTA.
console now?
I have PlayStation. Fuck, what is it? 4 is it? I can't even. But I haven't even turned it on since I've moved into my new house. It was just like 6 months ago or something. So
I haven't played games in ages.
yeah,
But I
same.
used to fucking
Don't have time.
pump.
Used to love it, eh? What
GTAs.
other games, bud? What other classics? What console did you have?
Just a Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo,
And we
yeah.
just used to fucking
So what do you do?
play NBA Jam
NBA Jam
back in the day.
Is it the one where you fire up and you can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can dunk
He's
on people?
fire.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you used to do the big fucking flip
Mortal
dunks
Kombat?
and
Mortal
break
Com-
the back.
Yeah,
Backward.
you
Yeah,
could.
Mortal Kombat 3.
Yep.
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was mad because I think Mortal Kombat 3 there was probably, I don't know, I'm going to say about 12 players
Yeah.
maybe, just off the top of my head, like the main ones.
Yep.
But Ultimate Mortal Kombat had like 30
Fuck,
30
eh?
or 40
Yeah,
like
yeah,
players. There was
true.
heaps, man.
I played that on my cousins. They had that, and they had Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong 2, Diddy Kong's
Yeah.
Quest. That was the best one.
That
Because
was
that was the
wicked.
one we had. I played number 1 a bit, and I think there was Dixie's Kong after that. But
And
number
then-
2 was the best. I
What's
remember
one
the
that-
level where it was like the third world that you get to, and it was like a carnival.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
you were on
right.
like the roller coasters, jumping
Cruising
over.
around. Yeah, that
I
was
just
fun.
remember that clear.
That was like
as-
Kirby, whatever the game with Kirby. They had that game too.
Yeah.
Whatever that was fucking called. Then my cousins had fucking Sega. They had a
Sega,
Sega. That was my
yeah.
first video game I ever played. Actually, Sonic.
Yeah,
Would be
Sonic.
my first video
Sonic
game I
was
ever played when I was
fucking
younger. Then the Super Nintendo. Then my cousins
All the
got
Marios.
64.
and stuff.
Then they got
Yeah.
the 64.
64 GoldenEye.
Used to play GoldenEye.
I reckon that is one of the
Star
best
Wars.
games.
There was a Star Wars 64 game, and then there was obviously fucking
Mario Kart 604
Mario Kart.
on,
Yeah.
and GoldenEye. Got to be 2 of the best. on that console.
GoldenEye's got to be the original first 4-player shootout
Yeah,
game having
yeah.
the time of your life.
yeah.
Cunt. Stop screen cheating, dog.
But we played fucking, what else did we play? Turtles in Time was this mad like super.
I don't remember that one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one on there.
Fuck, yeah.
Double Dragon and Supergirls and Ghosts.
I don't remember
Supergirls
that.
and Ghosts is like from the Goblins and Ghouls fucking franchise.
Yeah, right.
And it is one of the hardest games ever.
True.
So I've played that. I still pull out the Super NES every now and then and play it. And I can finish it pretty easy now.
Yeah.
But it takes ages. Like
Fuck,
it takes, you probably got to sit there. Me being like, I'm deadly.
He's like, fuck yeah.
I'm deadly. It probably still takes me
Expert.
2.5 hours. I reckon. 2
True.
hours maybe.
Well, actually, I like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is one of my most played games. But I remember stumbling across these fucking YouTube compilations of people finishing it start to finish in
one go.
In like an hour. I think it was sped up a bit, but like in an hour. And they're literally doing all the things you got to do: collect skate, secret tape, fucking. Because
that's one thing.
They're doing that in one run.
You see them speed runs, or you see fucking things, but they miss so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're not actually doing it fully.
Well, this was like high score, collect skate, videotape, all the gaps.
Oh yeah,
the crazy gaps you got to get all in one hit.
Yeah, these I've only played all of them games
fun
pretty
as
much
fuck,
that you
yeah.
mentioned at my cousin's or at friends' place because we never had them. But
Well, I had a PS1 eventually, so I played that Tekken. Put a lot of time in Tekken, man. That was a fucking good one.
do you know what was fucking mad, which I spent a heap of time on as well, was Age of Empires.
Oh, you get it from Kellogg's?
PC game. I got it from Nutri-Grain.
Yeah.
Nutri-Grain packet.
That's right. Put it in a PC.
That's how I pretty much got good at typing.
Oh, really?
Putting cheats in. Honestly, pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, pepperoni pizza.
Got real good at typing fast.
What the
Photon Man, Big Daddy.
Photon Man. Yeah, Big Daddy the car. Yeah.
It was Stone Age to get you to stock up your stones so you could build
crazy,
stuff.
man.
Woodstock was
I
wood.
got good at typing from MSN, bud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the old MSN. Get home from school, sign in.
Yeah, same.
talk shit to
I
your
had Age
mates.
of Empires before that. Like, so Age of Empires, I reckon probably like late primary school.
Okay, well.
Late primary school and got
Yeah.
pretty good at typing, and then going into the grade.
Did you have
8, 9,
MSN?
10. Yeah,
You
8,
MSN
9, 10
warrior?
and stuff.
True,
yeah,
eh?
MSN.
Can't sign in.
Yeah,
fucking-
MSN Bebo and that.
Yeah, Bebo. That's fucking going
Send
back.
me love,
eh?
bud. Send me love.
Yeah, but what about MySpace?
Nah,
Put a
I
little
never
song
had-
on it?
Yeah, I never had
No,
MySpace on
fuck.
that.
You weren't living. You weren't part of the in crew. Then, no, Kevin.
But yeah,
No.
fucking, that's how I got good at typing, I reckon.
Yeah, mine would be MSN for sure. And then that was the same era as downloading music, eh?
Yeah.
Filling your fucking parents' fucking
yeah.
computer full of viruses.
Bear share.
I remember my mate got in shit because
LimeWire.
he downloaded Shrek, the movie or whatever, and went fucking however much money over his data.
Well, that's the thing.
And then
Shit was so,
his parents
files
got a
were
big
so
bill.
big, back then.
huge.
And
People
it took
don't-
so long to
These
download.
little young dick doc generation don't understand. It takes fucking 2 hours to download one song. I can press play on my Spotify and stream that right
it's
now.
fucking.
They don't know how good they.
I know streaming services are a bit,
Yeah,
frowned upon sometimes by the music industry and
yeah. Well,
and maybe by movies as well now.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's fucking awesome.
it is. Yeah, I remember eating my words and being in California when they first brought up Netflix. I think I might have spoken about it on this. I don't know. Fuck, talk about the same shit all the time, going in circles. But I remember being at university, like college over there in America, and they had Netflix. They like, put something on Netflix, and I was like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, you pay for it and you can pick movies. And I'm thinking, that is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Who would ever pay for that?
This'll
You just
never
stream
take
it for
off.
free. This will never take off, and bang, it's everywhere now. And it's hard to stream shit now illegally.
That's funny, that like
Yeah. It's just how it goes.
I'm sure there's been a heap of like old cunts who have looked at things that are like over the year. Like imagine talking to someone who's like 80 or 90 or
and just seeing that whole different generation going from vinyls,
Now-
going from vinyls
Like-
to tapes to CDs.
and they're like, oh, that'll never take off.
Yeah, yep.
And then literally
All of a
within
sudden.
a year or two,
Yep. It's just
just
boom.
fucking crazy.
Well, we lived through a fair bit of different eras, like our era.
Yeah.
there. Like the tapes.
Yeah.
The tapes, recording shit off the radio, put the tape in
Yeah.
and wait for a good song to come
Yeah.
on the radio, record it.
Even
and
doing that with
the
movies.
Walkman from the tapes, even doing that with movies, cutting the ads out and that, yeah. And then the fucking Discman.
Yeah.
Discman.
Go to disc, then
and the
MP3s.
MP3, my first MP3 could fit like 10 songs on it.
Yeah.
It was fucking shit.
But you go MP3 to iPods,
iPods.
and then now just fucking stream
Nothing streamed. Don't
everything on your phone.
even have a cord from your phone to your ears.
Yeah.
Wireless.
Yeah, fucking
that's the thing.
headphones,
That's
that's
one
it.
thing I was like, it's a stupid idea. You fucking lose them. I'm not
Yeah.
buying them. And then now
Yeah.
I got a pair and I love them. You know? Yeah, fuck. We've lived through it. And then even going from the modem, fucking.
Yeah. We have probably had an interesting We probably
different.
would be one of the most interesting times, I suppose, because we were in that age, I suppose.
to catch both.
I was thinking, talking to some old person would be interesting, but they probably weren't as, it wouldn't have been part of their life as much as us because we literally grew up
amongst it.
through that.
Even like emails, a lot of them didn't grow up with emails or any of that. Even the old phones, man. My grandma had the phone where you fucking put your finger in and do the circle.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, do you know what's the spin out thinking about it now is when fucking the old fella gets out of jail in Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, yep.
And he's just
When he
like
crawls
spinning
through.
out at the world because
Oh,
there's
the
cars
old
and
fella.
stuff.
Yeah, that's sad.
The one who
Yeah.
hangs, what's his name?
Yeah, that's sad. Yep.
I should know it.
I don't know his
he
name.
carves his name in the
that
fucking
wood,
thing.
and then hangs him. Yeah, that's sad.
I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Brooks,
Is that his name, Brooks?
I think, or
Yep.
Brooks, I
Yep.
think. But imagine someone around this time, like say someone got locked up in fucking 1990 for 20 years. Or say a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Say you were 20 in 1990 or 88, 90.
You'd think your humans are just fucking
1990.
that shit.
So you'd be 20 then. Say you got out, you did 30 years.
You think
and now
humans
you're
are
60.
fuckheads. You go down the beach and they're all selfieing themselves and shit.
Yeah.
You're thinking, look at these fucking little robots.
You do.
It'd be, you know the movie Idiocracy?
No.
Idiocracy with Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson's brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he goes,
I don't know it, but
just I won't ruin it for you then. You got to watch it. And he basically, something happens and he goes forward in time and he's the smartest cunt there because everyone's just dumb as dog shit. And this was made years ago and it's like, fuck, this is pretty true, man. Yeah. It's pretty fucking true.
But imagine how much you'd be spinning out if you went to jail at 20 in 1990 and you got out you like 30, 40 years later and you're here now.
You're 16 and be like, fuck, what is to go with these people? All these people are different, eh? Like living on their phones.
Everything would be fucking so
the phone one would be, I remember, and this is like, I guess everyone does this now, but I guess this is obviously when people sort of started transitioning into smartphones, when being out at Mount Isa, working out there, and then we were in the crib hut having smoko, and we're all on our phones, and Lucci, this fellow, older fella who used to work with us, he was a fucking legend, old fella. We did shutdowns. He didn't even need to work. He used to just do it just to get away from home, you know, and he was like, owned everything, retired, had a grape farm up in Coranda or something, doing real well. He'd just come and do shutdowns just to get out of his house. Had like 3 or 4 trades, this fella. Had heaps of trades, man, and super smart. He used to just like invent shit at his house, like just build shit. But I remember him coming in the smoker room and being like, bunch of fucking zombies. Look at you all. You're all fucking zombies. And there's like 20 people on their phones, like scrolling. But then you've seen that meme and there's everyone on the newspapers. Everyone reading the newspapers. So it goes around. But I just remember looking up, thinking, fuck, we are all on our phones. And then now that's just a common thing.
I think for you guys who work away, if you do get downtime, you want to fucking you're probably texting your missus or bringing them, catching up on social media, talking to your mates.
True.
So it's probably not that bad of a thing.
Yep.
I think it's good to sort of keep that connection.
Now you see a lot of old people, like even my mum, she gets on it all now.
It's good to touch base with people you fucking don't get to see otherwise.
That's one of the pros.
Otherwise you see cunts you work with and that's it. Really.
Talk about the same shit, talk about work during lunch.
So it's good to be able to touch base with fucking everyone else.
Yeah, definitely, That's one of the big pros of it for sure. Yeah, it's one of the big pros.
What about it was a couple of weeks ago now it wrapped up, but did you get to see any of the Special Olympics?
I pretty much missed all of it, but I just seen the highlights here and there, but I didn't really get to see much of it at all.
Neither did I, but I seen some fucking funny shit popping up. I just wanted to touch on. We won't go too much into it because I'm the same. I didn't watch a lot, but there was that cunt
swimming.
I shouldn't even laugh. But did you see him, the swimmer with no arms?
No way.
And he's like, I think he was just behind the world record line. Like,
no way, can't.
Yeah.
From the world record.
Say this cunt he looked like he had a fucking motor behind him.
What, little torpedo?
Just kicking, bud.
Fucking really shit.
It was fucking unbelievable.
So the world record for the normal people?
No. Fuck, that ain't no.
Imagine if he had arms. He'd be fucking slotting Michael Phelps away, bud.
They all got their own world records.
Okay, yeah, right.
Imagine he nearly beat the normal, the able-bodied.
I was going to say, this cunt must have some big flippers on him. Oh, fucking dolphin.
You'd think so. Looking at the pool, it dead set looked like he had a fucking 50
So what
fucking
kind
outboard
of
motor on.
kick technique was he doing? This technique here, or
just-
was he swimming like a dolphin?
No, just kicking like this, and it's just
True,
kicking
what
like
a
this,
mad cunt.
and he's got no arms, and then he's just every now and then get his little breath.
How do you keep your direction?
That's what I'm thinking. Or how don't he just go straight down?
Was he bouncing down the
know,
lanes
like-
like a bowling ball?
I don't know how he doesn't just go straight down, or like how he's buoyant,
what
like
a-
stays
that's
flat.
Fucking incredible.
Stays flat, and he's
Pretty
just
amazing,
kicking
eh?
the fuck. But it's funny as
That's
because
amazing.
like when he stops,
Oh no! How's he stop? He
he
got
just runs his head in.
Oh bullshit! True.
And I don't think they put a pad or nothing
Proper
there for him.
torpedo.
They
Holy
just fucking, so he's
fuck.
going
Yeah.
cruising in the pool, chasing that world record line, and then just fucking headbutts the wall.
What, so they don't have anyone there assigned to quickly drop down a bit of foam or something?
It could do something, eh? Fucking hell, I was spinning out at him.
concuss
eh?
himself. Wow, fuck, that is unreal. I've seen the Sheila, which is pretty incredible. The fucking bow and arrow Sheila, doing it with her legs.
Yeah,
Somehow.
that's fucked up.
Bro,
eh? That's
that's-
crazy, man.
I know,
how
man.
they adapt to that.
No
shit.
excuses for us. Fuck, no excuses, eh, bud?
Do you know
Honestly,
what is
no
pretty
excuses.
pretty funny? Is the cunts who play table tennis.
Oh, what are
But
they? With their
there's-
teeth?
No, I seen one.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen one lad with his head,
Holy shit.
holding it, and
Wow.
one person doing it with like one arm.
Really? Yeah.
It's sort of weird how they match up
I know,
sometimes.
actually,
eh?
how do they do that? What if you're playing
Yeah.
there with your teeth? You got no arms, and you're playing someone with an arm.
Yeah.
Is that?
But it was
do they give you out
funny
handicaps
as
or
I
something?
don't know.
Yeah,
You'd have to.
I think it's admirable.
But there was fucking
amazing.
one funny ass match I seen, like highlights of the match. Both cunts were in wheelchairs.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they were
right.
just being dog as fuck, like just aces every time. They just serve it just over the net, and they can't reach out.
That was a quick game, that one.
They can't reach out and get it, so they literally just serve it so it's
fuck.
like bounces and then double bounces before they
that's
get
dog
there.
act. That's pure dog. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win, but fucking hell. That's gold.
fuck, it
Quick
was
game
funny.
then.
Yeah.
Pretty 1 for 1. Just go
Ace, ace, ace.
Was it a draw? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, no, I've missed a lot of it. Actually,
Yeah.
it makes me keen to. I've missed a lot of the normal Olympics too, but it's gone too quick.
They were just two sort of highlights that I've seen that fucking made me laugh. Hey?
Oh, no excuses, eh? Makes you think, fuck, but I need to be doing better.
Because I fucking suck at table tennis too.
Oh, but it's fun, but eh?
Yeah.
It's a fucking fun game.
You can
but
get your
I'll
eye in
suck at it
pretty
as
quick,
well.
I reckon. But you're not going to get
Yeah,
good
yeah.
when you play once every fucking 6 months.
Yeah, you got to
But
be.
if you play for like 20
all over it.
minutes,
Yep.
by
And
the
just
end
keep
of that
playing it.
20 minutes, you'll be a lot better than when you started. you know?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But if you had one at home, like if you're a teenager and you grew up with one, fuck, that's
Yeah.
fun as fuck, man.
But yeah, fuck, that made me laugh.
That's hectic, bro. Well, nah, I fucking missed a lot of that shit. I don't know what else they had the Aussies going. All right.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
they did okay. Not as
Yeah.
good as the
I wonder
normal.
who won then. Oh, who won the normal Olympics? Do we even know? China
Probably
or the US?
one of them cunts.
I
I think it
don't
was US, but
Yep.
I don't know. Their tally records are weird, eh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking,
I don't know who the fuck won it.
I don't know. I didn't pay enough attention to either, but both, like, there were just a few little things that I noticed that,
Fuck,
that were
man.
good.
That is gold.
So you got a fucking
That's insane.
today I learned today. Or
Oh,
what?
nah.
I did last episode.
Oh, I got nothing
Come
up
with
my
something,
sleeve,
mate. Come
what
on.
do we got me up my sleeve today? I learnt. No, I don't really have anything up my sleeve, but I do. Like, I got some,
Random fact.
Random-
Don't have to be a full story.
or like a random story. I was reading the other day about this random story, which I always get super fascinated about. I spoke a bit about this podcast is about the white fella who lived at Kungala, who
Yeah.
come across Kungala and lived with the indigenous here, the local mob here, Walguru, Kubara and the Bindal people for 17 years. And that was just fucking interesting, as I love that sort of old school history story. But I did read one about another fella, William Buckley, I think his name was. And he was a 6'7" ginger, big ranger
Like
fella.
you.
Like, yeah, fucking bit bigger than me, but yeah, big ginger fella who was obviously convict in one of the convict camps down there, and he just obviously fucking had enough of the bullshit, so he just fled. This is down near Victoria somewhere. He fled, just fucking, ran away from camp or whatever, broke free, and he fucking come across the indigenous and lived with them for 32 years.
Can't.
Yeah, back in
It's
the
my whole lifetime.
back in the early 1800s. Yeah, insane story, man. There's obviously heaps more details in that to it, but I just thought that is one of the most
That would
crazy.
be, imagine
They need to make a
going
movie
back
on
in
that kind of
time
stuff.
and talking to cunts like that. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he could still, because you said that James like sort of forgot how to speak English and stuff.
Well, James
eh?
Morals, when he come across they were like, he noticed some cattle or something, and he seen some like old musters or something back then, and he approached them and tried to talk to them, and he said they had a gun. They held a gun on him because they were dogs back then, and he said, "Don't shoot. I'm a British." He fucked up his saying. It's a famous saying. He said,
So
"I
I
don't
wonder
shoot.
if
I'm a
that
British
lad probably
object.
would
I'm a
have been
British subject."
worse.
Yeah, he sort of forgot his
32 years, he would have been worse.
wouldn't
than
have spoke
other
English,
fella.
and it makes you think, how did they come up with it? Like, how did they learn the language and that kind of stuff? It's
Just
fucking
being
interesting,
around
man.
it
Yeah,
so much. But
Yeah.
that lad who spent the 32 years, imagine going back and talking.
yeah. Imagine the stories
Like,
and the
if
life
you could
and everything.
communicate,
I know.
how fucking cool it would be.
I know. That's why there needs to be a movie made on that shit. Even this James Marles fellow who grew up here, because his story after he sort of came back to society down in Bowen is interesting as well, because he was held a bit of accountable. He was in the middle. All the Murray mob thought he was going to be like the savior that sort of created peace, and then he tried to do that, but they didn't want a bar of it. So he ended up being in the middle. I think the Murray mob ended up hating him, and then the white fellas hating him. And he was like a bit of a circus act when he came back because of how he looked.
Yeah.
You know, like he was been living 17 years. Like,
But wonder that.
and how he held himself.
Like,
Apparently, like his mannerisms, he never looked people in the eyes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just
Like-
the way he conducted himself
yeah.
after living with the Indigenous for 7 years was completely different to the white folk back then.
and they wouldn't have fucking
Yeah.
known how to take it.
One stat I read about, this is sort of off the top, but I read about that Mongo Manya. It's a local book about that James Morrill's lifestyle. One of the stats blew me away, man. I wish I could know it factual right now. But at the time, I think it was like the 1850s or whatever, there were in Queensland alone, I think, or North Queensland, I think there was like estimated like 10,000 humans, something like that in North Queensland. Or like don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
The amount of cattle, this is in this book that highlighted in that time, was like 500,000.
Holy shit.
Like, and don't quote me to that number.
Yeah, they're just good round numbers.
I stopped and read that out again. Like when I was reading the book, I was like, "Holy shit!" There was so much cattle up here.
Fuck.
You can tell why this whole state is just revolving around cattle.
Yeah.
It's like what they did. It was
Beef
like
capital. Like,
it was like the amount of
Central
cattle they had up
Queensland
here back then is insane,
that is
bro.
crazy.
Compared to in standards of human, it was like tenfold. Like, man, but yeah.
No, what I was thinking was be mad to ask that lad because, like you said, he had enough of the convict camp and stuff, and then go and live there. How much better was it? Better how how did he fucking how did he take to the change and
what it was like
just everything. Like, because if he'd rather be there, he obviously liked it. If he spent 32 years,
well, he
there.
must have,
But if he liked that more than the society that they were trying to build.
Could have been the society. Could have also been
whatever.
because he was held captive.
Yeah.
He was a convict. Like a lot of people forget that. A lot of people were here.
The ones who come here.
A lot of people forget that. A lot of people here in Australia got brought here to Australia as convicts.
They were treated
they were treated
like shit
worse,
as well,
just as bad. Like people forget about that stuff. But no, it's interesting.
Fuck, that'd be
32
mad to
years,
talk to
pretty
someone,
cool
eh?
story,
Yeah.
And there's also, like, I won't elaborate because I got really interested by that sort of history. There's also a French fellow who lived in the Torres Strait, and then Barbara Flower, I think her last name was, and she lived in the Torres Strait. Same thing, shipwrecks. I think those two stories were shipwrecks, and they end up living with the Torres Strait Islanders. It's cool as fuck, eh?
Do you
man?
read like these in books? Read much or just like online?
Read
journals
that
and stuff.
Read
like
that through articles.
Yeah.
Just read it. One of them I heard a podcast on. One of them I did hear. It's like an ABC podcast thing. Yeah, but yeah, that's my little TIL. I didn't really have anything prepared, but fucking there you go. That's my little pub MO.
Pub MO. Yeah. We should fucking maybe just call it pub MO.
Yeah, but old Zoo magazines.
But I feel like them pub MOs are more so
they're like factual, like the
little
one-liners.
It's like a one-line thing. Ours are fucking. We're just
Elaborate,
spinning
talking shit.
Tell a story off it.
I wish I had a researcher properly and got the highlight from that story, like that fact of how many cattle were up here to humans. Oh, I need to look that up and find it. I got the book at home and just it blows you away. Blows you away how much cattle were up here back then.
Maybe we'll get a bit more fucking
Prepared, educated,
and a bit more direct with their
spreading
stories so that we can have just, because it's always good to have if you got like a little one-line fact.
Yeah,
that
just
you can
summarize
throw at
that
someone.
shit.
Like a story's cool.
Yep. We just summarize it.
A short story or fucking when we get rambling. That's
another sign you're getting older. You get interested in history.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like some of that history is cool as
Yeah,
fuck,
I never
bro.
used to fucking like any of that shit.
Even local history here.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking pretty cool, man. But yeah, when you're young, you're like, fuck, that's boring. I want to go ride my bike.
Go do jumps off the gutter.
I want to go play Diddy Kong. Yeah. Well.
Trying to make little bike jumps and shit.
Oh, yeah, off the gutter, yeah, bud. We made bike jumps. Fuck yeah. Get some tires, pack some dirt over it.
I remember when I finally learned to do a couple, like, I never went skate park or nothing, but just cruising around on your bike and stuff.
Could you do a bunny hop?
Yeah, bunny hop and like little tail whips and stuff.
Yeah,
and then you go through the dirt, like, fuck.
Could you wheelie?
Nah.
I was pretty shit at wheeling too.
I could do like couple, like not much at all.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I remember trying to learn a bunny hop for ages and get frustrated. And then once you finally get it, it's good, eh? You start getting it. I'm watching like the little kids on our street. We got a real wicked street where we live now. It's real family orientated, and the kids there trying to do a bunny hop, and I was just thinking, I remember that little frustrated. Yeah, I was like, oh, but you got to do this with your feet and pull back as you're jumping up.
Just show them, and they're like, oh, he's so dead.
He's deadly, this fella. Yeah.
Be the old cunt that's like shows off to all the kids. Start versing them in footy and just smashing them.
Just schooling them, bud, putting shots on them, bud, fence to fence.
Racing them. Do you reckon when your son gets older, when you start like racing them or like doing games with them, you got to take it easy on them or just
but I'm going to flog them for years. I've got to get them good somehow. Nah.
Teach them how to lose.
Yeah. Get them good at losing. You got to deal with loss in life, son. Nah, I reckon, when they're real young, go a bit easier, but when they get older, like I want it to be that my son is never faster or fitter than me for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to keep it that way. But
20 years,
it's a long time, but
like, because you get some kids, if you get a fucking good athletic kid, by 14, 15, he's probably going to be beating me in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, true. At that age.
My daughter's pretty fucking fast.
Is she?
I reckon she'll catch up to me soon.
It depends. Like they might be naturally good at certain things. You don't know. They might be naturally good at certain things, might be naturally smart at certain things.
I have gaming little races with her now, but like.
Fuck yeah.
Sort of.
I can't wait to that
letting her win a
competition
bit,
phase.
Sort of stay right behind her.
I can't wait to just riding around on a bike with him.
Yeah.
Cutting laps up and down the street.
My mate Gordy, fucking Gordy Daisy, I've seen a video of him racing his kids, and he's fast as cunt. He'd be one of the, over 10, 15 metres, he'd be one of the fastest cunts I've seen. He used to play touch footy.
Really, yeah.
Fast as.
Just sorts it.
Funny cunt. Seen him put up a video a while back racing his kids, and he just does some like not even jog and then beat him at the end. Just the entire race from the start to finish. Just fucking belt.
Fuck. I seen a little reel that was like, I can't remember the caption, but it was like the barbecue dad Olympics.
Yeah.
And it was at the barbecue, and all the dads are racing each other and doing shit like that. Yeah.
We used to have like student teacher races and games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had a student teacher footy game in grade 12.
I think I remember hearing about that too. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I miss those days, like that sort of sports.
I reckon it's good
shit,
for the older people too, but like just to still see if they got it or show the young fellas.
The old masters over 35s. Remember when the juvie boys played the big house boys? And fucking beat them, Big Irv and that.
They had a pretty decent team at the time.
Little watching Dwayno.
Yeah, what he go?
He was good as, bud. Fucking too quick. And Hamax.
Yeah, done his fucking it's his birthday, I think.
Oh, happy birthday, fucking big hairy.
Yeah, this will be out after his birthday.
Oh, yeah, it will be, fucking Hamax that guy.
I think first run he broke his ankle. Poor cunt.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, that's funny as fuck. No, I miss those sports days. We had one mate who was just fucking, just the classic, set all the records, good at everything. You're like, you
win
can't.
Everything.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, yeah, I got a funny story about that mate, actually. I've been fucking meaning to tell. I don't really know how to tell it, but we're at his sister's 21st. So I was out in Charters, they had a little 21st for him. This is my mate, Bally. And that day, us boys went for a trip up to Townsville and just did the classic, bought some shit. And
Did you say up to Townsville?
Up to Townsville, yeah. Cause,
out?
Well, north to Townsville. Up to Townsville.
Oh, no, because it's not out. It'd be in the Townsville.
It's south.
Because I say out to Charters Towers.
Oh, I go out, yeah. I'll go down to Charters.
You go into Townsville.
I'll go down to Charters, up to Townsville.
Yeah, right.
We went up there and did like a day shop and whatever. And in City Beach, we found, do you remember they had those voice changes?
Yeah.
You know those voice changes? Yeah. And you could talk into them. And
I never got one.
So one of my mates bought it when we were talking shit. And we were like, oi, Appledick, one of our mates, Applegate, we used to nickname him Appledick. We're like, oi, talking to this. And we didn't press the button. And he changed his voice. And he was like, attention. Like he changed his voice. We're like,
robot voice.
And we were laughing hard. We're like, you're not meant to change your voice. It does it for you. Because we didn't press the button. So we were laughing about that. And then that night we went to the party and we were telling the story. One of my mates was telling the story and then he was like, Yeah, and then he was like, attention, attention. And my mate Belly, he wasn't the one telling the story. He was just sitting there listening to the story. But it was his sister's 21st.
Yeah.
And my mate Belly's one of them random cunts. He's like funny as fuck, but he's just like socially just says some random shit.
Yeah.
And as he was telling the story, as old mate was telling the story, he just repeated it. He was like, attention, attention. Like just being a fuckhead, like he was drunk. He had nothing to do with the story, but he said that. Next minute, all the music went quiet. Someone turned down the music and the whole party was just staring at him because it was his sister's 21st.
Oh, so they thought he was getting ready for a speech or something?
They thought he was about to say a speech. But he was just repeating what this cunt said, like, because my mate was like, yeah, then he was like, attention, and Belly was like, attention, attention. Just being a fuckhead, just said it for no reason. And then someone turned the music off, paused
Did he say a speech then?
and then everyone was just staring at him. The whole party was just staring at him. And he did nothing, he just catted it. I think it took like 10 seconds to realise what he'd done.
Fuck, that's funny.
But we were losing it, but we were laughing.
Don't butt into my story.
We were laughing so hard, we're like, the whole party was waiting for a speech. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, just random as fuck. I just thought about that story the other day and I thought, fuck, I wanted to spin that.
Wait, I remember, you know, on Excel where you used to be able to type something and then make it say it? And it'd say it in a little, like, voice.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We had that.
Trying to do that, like.
Trying to get shit to say it. We had that program, Shit Talker. We used to ring up people and my mate downloaded it off somehow. And you could just change the voice and you could type stuff in it and be like, hello. And like you could press buttons on the computer and hold the phone up to people. Yeah, we used to do that fucking shit. Shit Talker version 1.2.
We could just do it on the fucking
now you could do this.
Yeah. Ruin a whole episode.
Get the robot voice happening.
Wait, I feel like you do tend to do that, but like if you know that it's going to change your voice, you'll do it.
Like helium, when you talk on helium, you go to put it on a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was funny, eh? We didn't even press the button. Oh, speaking of this, didn't even press it and he's like, attention.
Oh, that's good.
Like, cunt, not meant to change your voice. Yeah. Oh, well.
No, cheers for listening, everybody.
Talking shit.
A few bloody random topics there.
Yeah.
But no, appreciate the support, guys. Make sure you head over again and like the socials.
Give us a follow.
Get on board.
Get amongst it.
We'll keep pumping out for you. Get some more guests coming up. So we'll see you on the next one.
Gotcha.
Peace out.